and she's just really good at wrapping people. Really good at selling wraps offhand, and I'm suck at it personally, so I asked her to talk tonight about wrapping people. She's just really good at selling the wrap and making really good wrap cash. Who knows that when you stop wrapping people, you stop making money. And it's so true, not just with wrap cash. I'm being completely transparent. I have made maybe $25 in wrap cash in 2 months. Because I was like, oh, my commission check's okay, it's good, I'm getting lots of fast starts, I don't care about that wrap cash. Can I just be honest? This month, I have gotten hardly any customers. I've gotten DTs, but I've gotten hardly any customers. I started thinking about it, and I got some customers last month, but not nearly as much as I did the other months. It's because I wasn't wrapping people. And I see that more and more and more. The more you wrap somebody, so Michelle, you're doing really good with wrapping people too, back there. Wait. That's my cousin. I love her. She just joined, and she's doing really good too at wrapping people. And you have to look at it like that person someday is going to be my loyal customer. So I have a hundreds list too, and when I wrap somebody, I write their name on my potential loyal customer list. Because you can be following up with them. Heck, they could even turn into a distributor eventually. So super important not to take those little wrap appointments or that one wrap that you sold or whatever lightly. That could be your next rock star. So Amy's going to talk about that, and then Paisley's going to give us some verbiage for us, and then we're going to close.
Okay, so each week I try and wrap 2 new people. Whether I meet them through blitzing or through my son's school, my daughter's dance, whatever, just anyone that I see. I talk about the business, but I bring it up in conversation. You have to try this. You have to. I also wrap 1 person a month that is skeptical, and I do it for free. That's just me, and I have not, in the last 4 months, each person I wrap for free has become a loyal customer. It's my own personal thing. You don't have to do it. It's just what I do.
How much per month do you think that you make in wrap cash? Do you have like a goal that you try to do every month?
Well, this last 2 months, my goal was to make about $600 in wrap cash so that I could take my kids to Disney. We were in San Diego. I made the money. We didn't go. We went other places. But each month I make about $300 to $400 in wrap cash, and that's from different people. Not selling to my downline, selling to just people I meet.
So the 2 wraps a week. So is that just you have them in your purse, and then when you're at the doctor's office and you're just talking, and then you're just like, well, I have one for $25. I can wrap it right now, and then they're like, okay.
Either I'd say I can wrap it right now, or they say, well, I don't really want you to wrap me because I'm embarrassed or whatever.
Yeah.
I have 3 wraps in my purse at all times.
Okay. So people just have $25 just hanging around in their purse?
Well, I have, yeah, hopefully. I have Square Cash, Square Take Check, if I know them. But
Square Cash is awesome, you guys. You should definitely download it.
you don't have it.
I'll have Paisley talk about that when she starts with her verbiage, because she's the one who got us all started on it.
What's it called?
Well, thank you.
Square Cash. I use it for wrap cash, but we'll have her talk about it because it gives you a $5 referral for every person that downloads it from you. So she'll walk you through that. But
I was just on vacation for the last 10 days, and I wrapped 7 new people. So it's all cash in my pocket.
and they're all going to join your team.
Either that or they'll become a customer. And I'll follow back up with them in the next, I don't know, 72 hours from now.
Thank you, Ian. This is my best friend.
Hello.
Paisley's a diamond.
I am. Joyce can tell you
I
all about
can't
me.
introduce you, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm like yelling.
Hi, I'm Paisley. I'm a diamond, local to Marysville. And I'm not on Joyce's team. We're Sideline Sisters. We've become good friends. She joined the company a little after me, but that's okay. We met through the skin wrap page, which you should all probably be a part of. Yeah. Is anybody perfect. You'll be great. I can tell already. You've been fantastic. You're here. That's the important
If you can put up 5 women, you can go back.
So I started in July of last year, and I ranked diamond at the end of May. And Joy wanted me to come and talk about verbiage, which I really think is just talking to people, but you can write it down if you'd like. I'll try and talk slowly. I'm usually just like, and hope you get it, but I'm going to try not to do that today. So I wrote down a couple of ways that I talk to people. I did like 2 different versions of it because some people you know really well, some are your friends, and some aren't. Some people are just straight strangers. If you're like me, I have tons of people on Facebook because it's your network, and I add people off of groups that I'm a part of. I go to friends pages who are not rap people. I go to friends pages that are not rap people, and I add a couple of their friends that I think I might be interested in meeting or maybe getting a play date with, but again, they are not rap people because you're not stealing their friends. So I just had to say that a little louder because sometimes you forget that you guys are all in the same business, and if you add their friends, then you're just going to look sketchy, and you don't want that at all. Plus, I don't want to talk to somebody Joy's talking to. I don't want to. I don't want them to have to pick. I don't want to try and convince them, or sometimes people, if they're not ethical, they'll try and like play you against each other and try and get your discount. It's like, I don't have time for that. Just go with her, you know? So do not add people that are rap people, that are friends with rap people. They are their friends, okay? Unless you know them, don't add them, please. Okay, anyway, that's the end of that. But, okay, so when talking to people, I like to start with the opportunity mostly because it's great. I mean, honestly, if you want to try the product and you know a couple of people that might want to try the product, you should probably just become a distributor anyway. So when reaching out to new people for the opportunity part of it, what I like to do is always, no matter what you're saying after, say, hey, how are you? Question mark. Because you're asking them a question and they're going to answer that question eventually. So start with question, hey, how are you? Because you want to know, because if they're in a bad mood and they respond that they're in a bad mood, don't talk to them because they're in a bad mood. Talk about something else, please. Do not start asking them to buy your stuff because they're in a bad mood and they just told you. So ask them how they are. Hi, how are you? I'm doing great, how are you? You know, so you start a conversation. But, so I say, hey, how are you? I don't know if you've seen what I've been up to. I absolutely love the company that I work for, and I was just curious. Could you use an extra income? Question mark. There's an ending and a question because they're going to answer you, either a yes or a no, or what do you do? What company do you work for? I'm not doing well. My car just broke down. I don't have time for this. Okay, sorry, what's wrong with your car? Keep talking to them. Don't stop talking to them, please. If they tell you something bad is going on in their life, do not just stop talking to them. You did not hit a brick wall. You've just gotten your opportunity to reach out to them and tell them about this business that you have. Therefore, you need to conversate with them about what is going on in their life at that point. So, my car just broke down and I don't have any money. I can't fix my car and I have to get to work tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that that's going on in your life. Car problems are terrible. You get the point. Be genuine about it. Have a conversation about it. And get to a point where maybe you're asking other questions about their life and what they need, and you can offer the opportunity to them then. If they stop talking to you when you offer them an opportunity, it's because you jumped in too soon and you're just trying to get a sale or a person. And you don't want to get anyone. You want to invite them to join your team, and if it works for them, then they need to be on your team. If there's anything telling you that this person's going to be good and going to be great on your team, you probably are right. You just need to make them understand that. But you don't need to do it in a pushy way because nobody likes pushy. Do you like pushy? Does anyone here like pushy? I don't like pushy. I mean, I'm pretty out there. Sometimes I'm in their face, but I'm not pushy. So don't be pushy because nobody likes that. Be confident. I mean, you want to be confident, obviously. You have something great you're giving people, but don't be pushy. Just don't. So for strangers, I actually learned this in the book GoPro. I did this last time, sorry. I spilled water on myself. Oh, that's right. So GoPro, this book, I got it off Amazon for a couple bucks. So it tells you that it's kind of like reverse prospecting in a way when really all you're doing is telling them they don't want what you have. So, when I don't know somebody, I maybe don't feel like I can reach out to them and say, hey, you need to join my team, right? Maybe you don't feel that way. So what I say is, hey, how are you? Question mark. Still asking them how they are. And then I say, I know you're probably not interested, but maybe you know somebody who may be. I'm looking to help a few moms or whoever work from home and gain some supplemental income. If you know anybody who might be interested in a job like that, could you put me together with them? Question mark. Okay, sorry, I totally did that to her. She joined my team this last weekend. This Heather. But there we go, it works. Sorry, she was one of my customers though. She was a customer for 3 months and then she became a distributor. But my point is that you're not being invasive, you're not being rude. You're straight asking. Like, I have plenty of mom friends. If I wasn't somebody that maybe was approachable, which if you all know me before I joined this business, I wasn't. I'm still probably not somebody you can approach for many things sales-wise. However, I've changed. This business changes you, and I'm more inviting now because you have to be. But when you tell people what they don't want, they want it. And it's weird. But when you tell people what they want, they're like, I don't need that. Well, you think I need the wrap? I'm like, no. I don't think you need a wrap, but I like the wraps, and I really thought maybe you would like them too. But when you put it out like that, you know, there's something that they put up a block, and they don't want it. But when you tell them they're not interested, or the same with customers, something goes off in their brain, and they're like, don't tell me what I'm not interested in. Yes.
What do you do when they say they're interested but they don't have time?
Girl, I'm busy.
I know.
I just let them know. I say, hey, you know, honestly, we all have time, but when you have priorities, we adjust our time. I was a college student when I started. I have a toddler at home. He's going to be 4 in 3 weeks. I was working 2 jobs. I babysat another toddler 5 days a week because I was broke. I was in college online, therefore all my time was not being used for my schooling. I had to go take my tests at the college though, so I was totally busy. I worked nights at bakery. I worked a bakery job where I worked from 7 p.m. whenever I got done with dinner and all my mom duties, because I still had to make dinner. His dad got home and he was hungry, and Carter's hungry, and I had to feed him and clean up and get myself ready. I'd go to my bakery job and I'd work till 3 a.m. And I'd use my breaks to build my business. And so honestly, everybody is busy. You all probably had something else you could do right here, but when people are serious and they really need to make a change, they'll do something to make that change.
Amen, sister.
And so when I have to do though, it's hard because when people tell you they're busy, they got that up in their head. They're busy.
I tell them that too.
Yeah. And you're still here.
Okay.
You know.
Wow.
So
I mean, I still don't know how to go after that. I have a lot of people are interested, but closing the deal before and
so maybe giving them the income chart and asking them, you know, which one of these would help your family. You know, if you say you were to try this business, worst case scenario, you spent the $99 and you started the business, and you know you had an income chart. You know, which one of these would help you guys out? You know, ask them. Tell them to tell you which one of these would help. Okay, well it's executive. Cool. So do you think maybe you could spend 15 minutes a day to get to executive? Like would that be something that you can handle? Yeah, totally. Right.
maybe, an hour a week.
Start with 15 minutes. Don't even, that hour a week though, like, I've noticed the numbers are different with people. So if you're just like, 15 minutes a day, I mean, Heather's a good example because she just got off work, literally dropped off her daughter, just came straight here, right? I'm sure a lot of people did too. But she was like, well, how much time did I need to spend in the beginning? I'm like, honestly, 15 minutes and whenever you have time to message people back. As long as you don't read that message, they're not going to get mad at you. You should respond to them within 24 hours, but if you can't, you didn't read it, so sorry. But that short period of time, I mean, honestly, 15 minutes a day, you can post 3 times a day, right? You can get your free post ready or whatever. And they just need, when people tell me they're too busy, I try and find a way to ask them other questions, more questions. They send me a game request, I don't even want to talk to that person anymore. That just makes me so mad. Because I know where their time is going, and they're just making excuses. So when you find a way to ask them questions that get away from that busyness, like, what do you guys like to do? Or what do you do in your spare time? Or, like, how much spare time do you have a week? Ask questions where you can try and kind of get a feel for where their time's at. Yeah.
So what I started doing
She's busier than me, so I stay home now. I'm all there.
What
Having
I
the
was
dress with me.
doing when I was working at Red Robin, and I never really got viewers. So what I would do is I would talk to them and be like, oh my gosh, yeah, I know I was so greedy too, and I really didn't think I could do it either. And I watched for a year, and this is a true story. And I literally would just do, a post here or there, like on my page. I always made a post before bed at 1 in the morning. And, and you kind of don't give them all the nitty-gritty details until they're in the business and then they're experiencing it for themselves, and then you walk them through it, because you don't want to lie to them, but you don't want to tell them, that it's a little bit more time than that.
And it's also based on the people that are responding to them. If you're not posting, they're really not spending any time working the business because nobody's talking to them about it.
Right. So
Especially
you
if
just
it's
kind
dependent
of,
on the
whatever they're saying, you just kind of turn it towards like how you overcame, because then you're their friend, you're going to be able to relate to that and be like, oh, okay, really? Oh, wow, okay, well, if you only did that, and then what did you do? And then they start asking questions.
Yeah, because I told them that how I work on Vegas time and stuff like that. And I take calls on my breaks and stuff.
Yeah.
I try to implement daily, errands and stuff like that. And take advantage of that. Some people are seeing that, like people who are interested. That's what I got. Like the last time I did product testers, post, they're like really interested, but they're like, oh. And so,
Should I say for what, the product or?
the business too. But I think there's a BOGO
When
route.
people say that, I just let them know, I'm like, this business is so amazing because literally it's a non-inventory business. You have a website. People literally go to your website, they sign up themselves, it ships to their door. There is nothing that you put on hand other than a box of racks at any given time. And racks come in your kit, so it's super convenient. And then they're like, oh, you can tell them, like, we're not doing business, you don't, it's so upfront. I mean, they go to their website and it's like, do you want $3.95 shipping or do you want $8.95 shipping? So they choose, and it comes right to your door. What were you saying?
I was going to say, my latest, my most recent gal that I really like is my owner, my co-owner. Every time I saw her, I said, I'm going to ask you to join my business. So let's get that out of the way. When are you going to join my business? And she'll say, I'm not ready. I say, okay, let's get that going. But I ask her every single time. And I get it in a fun way where it's like,
And I try to be personal.
yeah, when are you going to join my business?
Build a relationship, not just be like,
I want you on my team.
And some things I try to make them feel like good too. And how when you have a team member and you're trying to like help them up, and you let them know like you were this close to this, like that is amazing, good job. And then they're like, oh my gosh, and then they just like take off. Well, same scenario when you're trying to get a distributor. I just tell them, I know that you could really use this because of this. This is how it changed my life, and I know that you would be so good at this. You literally, all you do is you use the product, and you talk about it, and it sells itself. I don't know. So that's kind of what I do.
You want to jump in?
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Does anyone else have any questions for
Heather will say something.
Okay.
I was going to say that I started this weekend, and I work 50, 65 plus hours a week, 10 to 12 hours a day. And this one over here, even though I told her, no, I'm too busy, I don't have time, I'm a single mom, working 50 to 55 hours a week. Little smooth, savvy person over here, I watched her reach diamond, and I'm like, oh, maybe.
We hung out a bunch. We went to the beach.
Yeah, we're at the beach, we hung out, her days feel all great, and then I watched her.
I made a friend, guys. I made a friend as an adult. We didn't know each other. I added her on Facebook somehow. No clue how. I don't know who we know the most out of our friends together, but we did not know each other 6 months, maybe less ago. I don't know. We hung out for the first time 3 months ago. Sold her some stretch mark cream off hand once. It all started there.
I literally, I actually get up to work at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I start work at 5:30 in the morning out in Redmond. So I literally, like, at work, if I don't have time on my breaks, I'm busy or whatever, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna eat, and I'll go in the bathroom and eat something.
It's important you make time.
I'm like, hey, because I'm working
Yeah.
12 hours a day.
Make time. So take 5 minutes. I mean, I'm on my phone all the time. I don't care if I'm on the bathroom. I use Siri. My text messages don't always come out right because I'm using Siri. She sorry, Siri's doing all my work for me, guys. And they're like, oh, it's okay. I'm like, yeah, that totally talked about a truck and some other, like, wrapping, like, you know, not me. So anyway, but back to Burbage, because Joy wants us to get out of here on time, I'm sure. You know how people come, like your posts and stuff, and you don't know what to say to them about, I like things that I like, so I assume that anyone that likes any of my stuff likes it, right? Fair enough assumption. So I message them, because they like my post, and I'm looking for customers. So, when somebody likes my post, so if they're my friend, so you know how when you get like the notifications that someone liked like 6 of your pictures?
Yeah.
You know those guys? So I'm pretty funny because I think I'm hilarious, first of all, but I like to message them and I'm like, hey, how are you? Remember? Is that question right there? You gotta ask every time. If you don't ask it, they're not gonna answer it. So ask it. But, so I'm like, hey, I see you with those eyes, in the emoji. I'm like, I see you liking my posts. And then I'm like, would you like to help me by becoming a loyal customer and trying out a couple products or something, just something, or even just, I see you liking my posts, are you interested in that? Or, I see you like a couple products, you wanna join my team? Be funny, be silly, be you. If you're funny and silly, I don't know if you are, hopefully you are. Right, I am, but be you, don't be me, be you.
And
but I like to do that.
Fake it, because people don't want to follow, like, hey, how are you? You'd be like, hey, it's like, who the heck are you?
Yeah, I talk like you. That's how I talk. So, I use lots of exclamation points and emojis and whatever. You be you. But then I'll say like, hey, how are you? I saw you liked my hair, skin, nails post. Were you interested in giving it a try? Weird question. They'll answer it. Usually it's yes, because they liked it for a reason, but they're too scared to ask you about it. Why? I don't know, but they are. So I'll say that, but remember, if you get anything out of this, start with, hey, how are you? You want to know how they are. Maybe somebody didn't ask them today. It's nice to be asked how you are.
Do you do a personal message?
Yeah. Always personal message, because even when somebody messages or comments on my post, I'll like the comment that I recognize that they commented on my post, but I message them anyway because I want other people to ask the same questions or whatever. I don't want to have a full conversation on that. I want other posts to pop up. I don't want that one just keep popping up or whatever. But mostly I just want other people to ask questions, so I message them. And I'm like, oh, hey, like if anyone asks me a question like, how much is the hair, skin, and nails? Oh, well, my discount is $33 a month. But I message them that because I want them to know and I want other people to ask me. So, and then another one I do, we do the 90-day challenges and stuff. I'll be like, hey, how are you? Still, always say that. I saw you like my 90-day challenge post. I would love to get you started, not buy. I would love to get you products, or I'd love to get your products bought. No, don't say any of that stuff. They know they're buying stuff. But, hey, I saw you like my 90-day challenge post. I'd love to get you started. If you're interested, do you have some help that I can help you with? Or whatever kind of goals, whatever 90-day challenge you posted. If it was a hair, skin, nails 90-day challenge, what would you use the hair, skin, nails for? Are you looking for growth? Hair, nails, what are you looking for? Ask them. Ask the question. Get them talking to you. Continue to talk to them. Ask a few questions, not at the same time, but in general. And then customize it, obviously, to you, to what you're talking about with them. Customize the conversation based on that. So a couple more that I did. I would do following up with loyals, potential loyals, and then I'm going to do getting volume at the end of the month. Because I had to get a lot of volume at the end of my promotion for Diamond. And it can be done. By the way, it can be done. So, when I'm following up with my potential loyal customers, I'm always saying, hey, how are you? I'm going to keep repeating it because I say it every single time. Hey, how are you? And in every follow-up message that is a new day, I want to know how they are that day, too. Not just yesterday, but today. How are you today? And they're going to recognize that you're caring, you're thoughtful, you want to know how their day's going. You're not just like, hey, buy my products. Right? You're like, hey, how are you? I'd love to get you started, Okay, so when I follow up with loyals or potential loyals, I'm like, hey, how are you? I'm super excited for you to start blank, whatever they were interested in. Be genuine because you want to remember. So they were interested in greens. I'm super excited for you to start the greens. I'm up all night helping people get started. Let me know if I can help you too. Just simple, you know. You're not saying, hey, are you ready to buy my product? No, I'm not, lady. Okay, I would have told you when I was ready. But they're going to tell you, oh, I get paid next week. I'll totally sign up on Friday. And then you put a little note and you're calling next Friday, right? So customize it to whatever product they're doing. Or another one I do is, hey, how are you? I'm starting product testers who are ready tonight. Always the day that you're doing it, right? Tonight, because I want people that can sign up today. That doesn't mean they have to, but I'm going to say, you know. So, hey, how are you? I'm starting the product testers who are ready tonight. Are you free for me to give you a call too? Question mark. It's a very simple way of asking them if they're ready. You don't have to be invasive. You don't have to be rude. You just, hey, you know, this is what I'm doing. Does that work for you? Right? That's all you're asking. You're not saying you have to do it now. You don't. You're just wanting to. So always just ask questions. Be simple. I mean, it's really not hard. Just.
Can you say that last one again?
Yes. Hey, how are you? I'm starting the product testers who are ready tonight.
Oh.
Are you free for me to give you a call too? Because when I post product tester posts, you know, a few people might respond, right? And they've probably seen that. So I mentioned that, I guess. Yeah.
This is something that I messaged Joy about. This is the second time I did the product testing whenever you guys did the exact same way.
Yeah.
I trained it. I got like 10, 15 people that are super interested.
In free product?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
because they're misunderstanding. I'm like, well, I started
Cost and
my
expense are
cost.
two different things that they don't understand. An accountant brain like mine would understand that, but not everyone does. So what do you say?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I changed the wording first of all, and I said my discount or my pricing, right? So we can just slash that one and just get rid of the cost word because people don't know the difference. Which is weird, but they don't. They understand the difference. No, I'm not paying for your wraps. You are free to do that. But so when I say
People think it's on me.
Yeah.
Saying at my cost.
at my cost,
Yeah, that's
yeah. Change the wording. Just change the wording. Change the wording. Yeah. I'd love to get you started at my discount. So what do I say? When they ask me what product testers are or when they ask about the cost?
Well, they think it's two different things as product testers and loyal customers.
Well, it is. For me, all my product testers, I expect them to give me their before and after pictures. I don't expect my loyal customers to do that. I expect them to tell me, exactly. I expect them to tell me how the products work for them and what they did and did not like about it, and I expect it to be honest.
So as a product tester, I would want them to get signed up as a loyal customer.
They are.
Yeah. So
Because you're asking for people to give you a 90-day commitment. You're spelling out the loyal customer program to them without saying the word loyal customer. But for me, I personally want product testers. My iPad has a file of all of my own personal customers that have given me their before and after pictures in that file, and I show that at parties to every person. And I'm like, these are the people I've wrapped. These are my customers I've sold wraps to. These are my customers I've sold greens to. This is my 90-day challenge. This is my grandma's facial. This is my pictures, right? All of those things are in there. So when people ask me, you know, what's a product tester? Well, my product testers are just that. There are people who are going to give me their honest opinion and their before and after pictures and do a 90-day commitment.
So even if it's just somebody you sold a wrap.
Exactly. I still want those wrap pictures because think about it. I mean, if you meet somebody at Safeway and they sign up as a loyal customer, are they obligated to hand you their pictures? No. Are they going to? Maybe if they're super excited, they might give them to you, but does that give you permission to share them? Probably not. Maybe to friends, you know, on the side. But I literally, like when I first started, I asked the same question. I was like, that seems pretty sketchy to me. You know, you're tricking people into that program, and I don't think that's cool. And I'm like, wait a second. So I started thinking about it. And I'm like, well, yeah, you're reading it. Well, but I mean, it can be there to mislead people, but it can also not. If you're using it for what you really want product testers for, I physically, personally, honestly want people to try my product and tell me how they liked it. I want to know if the wraps made you break out. Oh my gosh, that's the first time I've ever had someone happen, right? Like, I want to know those things. I want to know that you didn't like the, you know, orange berry or the orange greens, but you love the berry. Like, I want to know those things, not just from my personal mouth, but from somebody else's. So I want people that'll try products and tell me the good and the bad, so that I can tell people, well, you know, the berry greens are actually a lot more favorable because of the, you know, the berry flavor versus the minerally flavor of the orange greens. So, you know, based on my 20 people I have on greens, most of them love berry. I'm not the only crazy one, you know what I mean? Like, So I do want their honest opinion, and I definitely want their pictures.
I was watching an Ashley Hughes video yesterday, and has a whole lot of pictures. I love the way they do their product reviews. They do one item.
Yeah.
They don't get a whole list of items. They do one item, and then they don't do that item again for a while. And they
I actually watched that same video.
product catalog. That way they really do only have 3 slots for hair, skin, and nails, because that's all the product testers they need right then for hair, skin, and nails. Then that person is committing to trying that one product for 90 days.
And they keep it simple, too. They're like, hey, yeah.
When you're signing people as product testers, are you signing them up as loyal customers? Okay, now what if after the product testing they say, oh, well, I want to be a loyal customer, how do you know it? Well, I already signed you up.
Well, great. You can still get my discount. At that point, they probably know they're a loyal customer. You're signing them up as a loyal customer anyway without going over I mean, they can be a loyal customer and not give you their pictures, or they can agree to help you out for 90 days. And I've never had anyone ask me to be a loyal customer. They just ask me to keep ordering. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Run your auto shipment or just, use your perk points on the side. So, I don't know if I answered your question.
So I mean, like when you're
Tell them they already have a customer account that's free for their use.
right. So when they say they want to be product testers, you say, okay, well, I'm going to sign you up as a loyal customer, or
No, I just talk to them.
or do they sign themselves up?
It depends on what they want. If they want to do it themselves, they know they're doing a 90-day commitment because I've already asked them to, right? So I'm like, okay, well, are you free for me to give you a call? I can get you started, and they're, yes or no. I always say give them a call, and then if they don't want me to call them, then I'm like, okay, well, here's my website. I can help you through it. And I tell them, okay, so you want a box of wraps, go to body, or go to shop at the top, click body, click ultimate body applicators, click checkout. Now, to become a product tester, you're going to want to check out for our loyal customer program. That's the green button down at the bottom to do the 90-day commitment for free. So, okay. Yeah, it's a green button. It says enroll with auto shipment, but I don't say that. I say hit the green button to check out as a loyal customer and do the 90-day commitment for free. Because if they click the little button that says pay the $50 membership, they're not doing the 90-day commitment for free. They're paying $50. Yeah. Right? If they ask me, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. It's this amazing program where you still get my discount. I just need your personal before and after pictures. I don't want to trick them to anything. If they don't want to do 90 days, then they don't need to be my product tester. They can just buy a product. You know what I mean? But that's why when you post, like she was saying, the Ashley Hughes video I watched, I really did like it because I implemented that immediately when I saw it, and it was just simply saying, hey, I need 3 product testers for wraps, my cost for 90 days, or my discount for 90 days. Message me to be one of the 3. And I only did that. I don't even know if I did a before and after picture with it. And I got so many messages off of that. And I told my team to do the same, pick a product and do it. And they did, and they also got messages off of it. Because it's simple, it's specific. So those people that have been looking at your stuff and seeing that, maybe they were interested in the green tone, maybe they're interested in the defining gel. When you ask for that, you're physically putting it out there that you need people to help you. They are like, oh, well, that's the product I wanted to try. I'll do it now. And then they go out and do it because you're asking for them to do it. That you're physically saying, hey, I need this. And if they can help you, they will at that point. So that's a good point. I like to do the single product tester post instead of the big pictures. Now, occasionally I do still do the big ones, but I try not to. The last one I want to talk about, for a second, is the looking for loyals at the end of the month and getting volume. Or looking for loyals and then getting volume at the end of the month. There we go. So I always say again, hey, how are you? But I'm just like, hey, how are you? How's life? I don't know if you've seen me posting. I'm looking for a few who wouldn't mind helping me out in reviewing a few products or a few all-natural products, or what do you want to say? Exclamation point, reading my own writing. Would this be something you're interested in, or would this be something I can help you out with? You never know. And then at the end of the month, when I needed $6,000 in volume in 4 days, it happened, by the way. I fell asleep on my computer, face down on my computer, the night before my promotion, Saturday night, waited till the last minute, still needed $3,000 in volume. I didn't think it was going to happen, not going to lie. But I told myself it was going to happen. I wrote it on my mirror, I wrote it on my computer, I wrote it on my phone. I wrote it on the freaking wall, I'm pretty sure. But I was like, it's happening. I'm going diamond. There's nobody that's going to stop me. And the only person that's going to stop me is me. Go figure. So what I did was I was like, hey, how are you? I know you've probably seen me posting. Now this is with urgency. This is exclamation points, and this is like messaging people, right? So I said, hey, how are you? I know you've probably seen me posting. I'm reaching for a huge goal. Big words. I'm in need of last-minute orders. Any chance you've been curious about a product or two and could help each other out? I'll share my discount with you. Thanks for considering it. Here's my website. Please let me know if I can help you. And you'd be surprised. I got crazy amount of people messaging me. My family came out of the woodworks from freaking all over the United States, and I was like, what? You want what? Like, seriously, I was shocked. I was like, you do? I cried on the phone when my uncle called me, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh my goodness, because I didn't expect him to want to, he bought $300 worth of facial products.
Wow.
My uncle bought $300 worth of facial products, and I was like, what? You want what? He was like, yeah, we love facial products. I'd love to get your whole line. I'm like, oh. I was like, you're the best. I love you so much. Like, thank you. Oh my gosh, you just like made my promotion happen. Now, did he know? But I had made a post that I needed $200 in sales. So he made a huge order. When really I needed $6,000 in sales. I didn't say that. No one's gonna give me $6,000, right? But if you put 200, it's a logical, it's a attainable goal, and they'll help you. You know, $50 is really gonna make a difference when it's 200 and not 6,000. $50 they don't think is gonna help you out as much. So use that to your advantage. But
Will you say that again one more time before you? That was a pretty good one.
I'm sorry. The one that was at the end of the month?
Yeah.
Oh, that's because it got a lot of volume. I was desperate. Okay, so, hey, how are you? Right? I know you've, now it's different because before it was like, I don't know if you've been seeing me post. This one was like, I know you've been watching me, right? So, I know you've been seeing, no, I know you're probably seeing me posting. I'm reaching for a huge goal, and I'm in need of last-minute orders. That means now. I need them to order now, okay? Not next week. Last-minute orders now. In a nice way. It's fun. So you're always smiling, right? You ready? Can I say more?
Yes.
Okay. Any chance you've been curious about a product or two, and we could help each other out? I'll share my discount with you. I just have a smiley face and a heart on my paper. Because I put it in there. Not until they ask. So what if they say no? I just said too much stuff, right? So I'll share my discount with you. Thanks for considering it. Because they did when they read it. They either said yes or no in their head. That's considering it, right? Here's my website. Please let me know. Smiley face. And when they ask, you know, I actually didn't send my website to like the first 50 messages I sent out that night, and they all just messaged me back, what's your website? I'm like, oh crap. I should have just said that in the first place, right? But the point is that I literally got a ton of messages. I fell asleep on my computer. I sent out, not joking you guys, like 200 plus messages. And I went to my friends list and I went down the line. I think I messaged a few It Works distributors on accident. Sorry if there's any of you guys. Didn't care. I didn't guess. I didn't pick and choose. I just messaged everyone. As long as they weren't already my customer and I recognized it, message them. Even if they were my customer, I still need orders. Message them. So I sent out a couple hundred messages is my point. Yeah, we're done. So do you want me to? Okay, so the last thing is that I watch people a lot. I turned into a watcher. I watch on Facebook, and I have this list right here. This is the distributor potential list. I didn't get very far because I stopped writing. This is my low customer potential list. But I look and I see what people are posting, and I write it down next to their name, especially if I talked to them before. I'll write down, you know, so this girl, Alexia, she wanted wraps and stretch mark cream, but not until after her maternity leave. I wrote that down. When is her maternity leave? I don't know. I didn't ask. But I will, and I'll finish the note because I don't want to be super, like, pushy, right? But just keep doing that with all the people that you know. Even if it's your people that you are potentials, you can do that too. You know, we talk about this and they're interested in that. If you had a question, then we can try.
Oh, so I know Facebook doesn't let you put your My It Works website. So
You can space it out. What I would suggest is buying a domain name off GoDaddy. Google 99-cent domain names. It's like it's $1.17 for your first year, and you can mask it that way, which I actually wrote out a thing. Are you on Joy's team? Okay, so it's in her page, her Rap Empire page. I put it in there, so you can follow the step-by-step instructions on how to forward your domain name, like mine's Rap with Paisley. You can forward that to your It Works website, whatever that may be, and you don't have to worry about that. Thank you.
She's amazing. Oh my goodness. Who just learned like a lot? I just learned a lot. Oh my gosh. She's like, oh, we're hanging out at the park last night, and she's like, I don't know what to talk about. And I was like, dude, just talk about like what you normally do. Like think about what you do, because she's amazing. We were at my house having wine the last couple days of May when I went double and she went diamond. And we had our charts out and we were just like drinking because we were so stressed. And I didn't think it was gonna happen for me. I needed like around 5,000 BB in a week before we met, and then she needed like 6. So, anyways, the point is putting your mind into intention. I mean, again, you can't necessarily work like that every single day, but I do what she did, the whole going down the list and messaging people and asking for last minute orders and stuff. I do that because I add 5 people a day. I go to my friends list and I know this sounds totally terrible, but I go to my friends list and I look for girls or guys that look into health, or they have kids, maybe they need income, whatever. And I go to their friends list because I figure, well, they're cool, like they must have cool friends too. And so then I go to their friends list and I rotate around my friends. I don't just like keep going to like pretend Katie's not a rap person, okay? Because you don't want to go to rap people's friends, that's terrible. But pretend she's not. Say I went to her page and added 5 people. I wouldn't go to her page again and add 5 people the next day because Facebook will start blocking you. Like it'll kind of flag Facebook. I also do everything in sets of 5. So, because that way you're not really becoming like a big flag to Facebook, like because you're not supposed to technically run a business from Facebook, so you have to be very careful with what you're doing. But I add 5 people, and then I'll go to a different friends list, and I'll add 5 people, and then the next day I'll go to a different friend. You see what I'm doing here? So because I'm adding so many people, I do what she was talking about, the intention thing, every single month's end, whether I'm promoting or not. So I do it for about a week and a half. I said to my girlfriend who's on my team, Christy, she's not here right now, but I said to her yesterday, I was like, she's like, oh, do you want to hang out at the end of the month or whatever, like some date that she gave me. And I go, oh no, or no, it's in a couple days. I go, oh no, that's month's end. And she's like, no, it's not. And I'm like, well, yes, it is, because technically for me, the whole last week and a half of the month, I consider it month's end. Because that means I have a month and a week, or I have, a week and a couple days, I'm so tired right now, to up my check. So you have to look at it like that. Even if you're not in a promotion month, even if you have one distributor, you guys should both be like busting your butts at the end of the month. Even if you barely work at the beginning of the month, do it, because most people will help you out. They will want to help you reach your goal. You won't run out of your market if you're adding 5 people a day, especially if you're making your post public. So you can actually keep your Facebook private, and then when you're just doing your It Works post, you can change the status of it to public. I do that too. I don't post my kids' pictures publicly. That's scary to me. I don't go meet up with people necessarily that I met online. In fact, I've only had a couple want to buy a wrap off of me, because most people are just saying it's a little customer. That's why I love this business, because I consider this a safe business. They can just go to your website where you can sign them up for them if you don't know them. But if they do want to get wrapped, I go to there because I'm adding so many mutual friends. I do that on purpose because people are way less likely to write you and say, like, why are you adding me? Like, I don't know you, or whatever. So I like to find people that I'm mutual friends with. That's why I go to my friends' pages. And let's see. So then they're less likely to be scared if you're adding them. Another thing I do is I send, you can write this down if you want. This is a checklist that I do every single day. But I add 5 people a day. I follow up with 5 of my current distributors a day. If you don't have 5 current distributors, then go make 5 posts for distributors, or write 5 people that you want to be on your team, or add 5 people to your hundreds list, go blitz 5 people, do something. It doesn't have to be all day, you guys. It could seriously be, like, I know this is a lot of information, but you can't let it overwhelm you. You're gonna hear tips and tricks and get tagged in things from a billion different people every single day in the A-Works community, but you can't let it overwhelm you. You need to just glean what's gonna talk to you. That's why we rotate. That's why I ask so many different people to come speak at training, because it got to the point where I was always talking and talking and talking when I was seeing like deer in the headlights with my team. So there's a reason. You're gonna relate to different people. Don't let it overwhelm you. But one thing that's really easy to do is the 5 rule. So every day I follow up with 5 potential loyals, 5 potential distributors, 5 current loyals, 5 current distributors. If you need to make that 2, that's fine, or even 1, but make it something every day. That way, even if you are super, super busy, like today, I was super busy getting ready for tonight. My house was trashed and I was trying to clean, so I didn't have to get a divorce because my house was so busy. But I was super busy too, but I made sure that I did at least 2 today. I did 2 messages, I added 2 people, you know, see what I'm saying? Just that little bit of consistency, that way, when you're doing it every single day, it feels like you're staying on top of it, and then it keeps your fire going. It really does. I was just telling Sarah, those seeds that you're planting, even if it's taking you 6 months, are we always going to need loyal customers? Yes. Are we always going to need distributors? Yes. So what does it matter if they sign right now or later? Yeah, that'd be awesome if they sign now, but you can't look at it like, oh, they're not signing, oh, they're not doing it. They're going to, and by golly, if you put their name on your list and you keep them in the back of your mind, and even if all you're doing is going to their page and liking something and going, oh, this hike looks awesome, where was that at? Or, oh my gosh, I love your tank top, or your kids are so cute, they remind me of mine, we should get together for a play date. Whatever, it doesn't always have to be about it works. If you're doing that 5 times a day, just quickly 5 times to 5 different people, you are going to be blown away after, 3 months or so of what goes on. I was just telling Sarah to come over to my house for dinner tonight, and I hit Ruby, and then I sat at Ruby for almost 5 months, but I was consistent in my follow-up. I did the 2 or the 5 every single day, and by doing that, all of a sudden, so that was kind of during the holidays, it was like this, and then all of a sudden in February to now has been like boom month after boom month after boom month after boom month after boom month. But it was honestly, before that, it was like a couple DTs here and there, and a couple LCs here and there, like I missed a few fast start bonuses. That was okay. I was okay with that because I knew that it was temporary, and I knew that the more I prayed and put it out there and just kind of spoke it into existence. Deanna Scalf, I don't know if you follow her, we're almost done, but Deanna, it's DEANNA. She is in our upline, so you guys should definitely be following Deanna Scalf. But she said something really awesome at a One Team, One Mission. She said there was something about when she went from triple or double to presidential, there was something about putting those charts up on the wall. She printed them and she had them on her desk, her messy desk. I remember her telling me this. She just had it everywhere, and it wasn't up on the wall. So she wasn't intentionally seeing it as a visual every day, kind of like we talk about putting your steps to success on your fridge. You want to be seeing that. I noticed this month I haven't filled it out as quickly, and I usually fill out anywhere between 3 to 6 a month on a really good month. But I at least do 2 or 3 every single month, and I haven't even filled out 1 this month. I'm just being completely real. I didn't put it on my fridge. I know it sounds so dumb, right? But it's so true. Just seeing that visual in front of you, those blank lines, and knowing, okay, this week I need to get a loyal, this week I need to get a DT, or whatever, and even if you don't, you're that much closer because you were trying, weren't you? So just baby steps. Take a little bit at a time. If you just consistently do, I read a chapter a day in a personal development book. I watch 1 video a day. I'm challenging my team right now to watch 1 training video a day, even if it's 10 minutes. That's going to grow your business, believe it or not, because as you grow, your team will grow, and everything else will grow. And those numbers really will compound. I don't have time, I'm out of time, but if you were to take a calculator and you take the numbers on your steps to success sheet, so I like to make it even. I try to get 4 distributors a month and 4 loyals, so 1 of each a week. If you were to take that and then multiply it by, say you got your 4 DTs, we'll take that and multiply it like they all just got 4 DTs and they all just got 4 loyals, and then take that number and go do it again. and then go do it again, and then go do it again. Look at how huge your team is going to be in 6 months. If everyone was actually, I was just telling Sarah this at my house, if everyone was actually doing their steps to success, we would all be a ambassador every single month. So just keep it simple. Try to bring yourself down a little bit and not like be too hard on yourself if you can't remember every single little bit of verbiage. Please add Paisley if you have any questions, totally putting her out there. On Facebook, or me, or Sarah, or Monica, or Bill, any of them. Paisley, can you, what document? Which one? Oh, of the verbiage? Oh, can you type that up and put it on my page, and then I can send it to you? Okay, thanks. Bill's gonna close this out, and I feel terrible that I'm giving Katie like no time, but I'm gonna ask Katie to come up here. And you have 5 minutes, and then Bill has 5 minutes. Okay, so I do want to do a raffle super quick though. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do a few things. I want to give a huge shout out to all y'all who have your babies here. Okay, I have to just give it to you right now because what you're doing, you're seriously putting it out there that not only you are worth it, but your kids are worth it, and you are willing to make this business happen. That right there is no excuses. I took my kids to training. I drove all my kids with me and went to Puyallup. Sometimes I would be the person in the back pacing them and bouncing them and stuff like that, and luckily I'm kind of past that point now. I finally, I didn't get to get babysitters, P.S. That's why I'm so okay with kids coming to my trainings. I didn't have babysitters for my kids, literally, until I hit Diamond. I couldn't afford it. And I only do it now because I'm teaching and I just can't think, but, I mean, I have one here, I guess, but I have 4 kids. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but I have 4 kids. I watch my best friend's 2 little kids. I don't get paid for it. She just needs me. I watch them 4 days a week. I watch my nephew 3 to 4 days a week. So at any given time, I have 7 kids. Becca is here tonight. She has 6 kids with her tonight, and she's pregnant. Isn't that crazy? She doesn't even look like it. She's beautiful, right? She's not even, yeah. I hate it. I'm so mad. I'm just kidding. So, seriously, I just want to kind of like give you a round of applause because that right there is going to make you an ambassador. If you can put up with multitasking and stuff like that. There was an ambassador diamond before I even joined. I went to a training before I joined, and she said to me, she comes up to me, Luke was, no, I had joined because Luke was born. He was brand new. I think he was like a week old. And I drove to a Kent training, because again, there was nothing here. That's why we started this. They were all super far down south, and I'm personally lazy. That's why I started this, because I didn't want to drive anymore. I was like, I'm done. I'll just do my own. But I went there with Luke, and he was so small, and there's an ambassador diamond named Kelly Kaufman, and she came up to me. I don't even think she realized that I was under Brianna or Rhonda or anybody. She just came up to me and was like, hey, I don't know you, but I want to let you know that this right here is no excuses. And this right here, you being here with your son and learning and getting this done no matter what, that's what it takes. That kind of multitasking, because busy people, they know how to multitask and they know how to get stuff done because their time is precious to them. That's why I'm not desperate for distributors anymore. I'm just not. I would rather wait and get, not to say that I don't want a young person that's not at home. I mean, I'm only 27, but I want moms. I want busy people. I want the ones that are kind of harder to work with in the beginning because they're so like, oh, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. Katie was totally like, I don't want to do it, I'm too busy. But she's a Ruby now, and she got the $1,000 bonus, and she completely did that on her own. I did not like do anything. So, those are the best kind of distributors because as you walk them through the first couple weeks or the month or 2, they're going to be your freaking rock stars. I'm just saying. Okay, so kudos to you. Thank you for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. Grab your raffle tickets. We're going to do one real quick, and then Katie and Bill are going to close us out. Okay, so the first one, I'm going to do 3 raffles, is 581942. Yay! Okay, so we have GoPro. This is really, really good for network marketing for your business. We have a journal, and then I have fab wrap and catalogs. I can hand it to you. We have a lunchbox, and we have a dry erase board. And, oh, okay, GoPro. All right. And then we have more on the floors. Thank you, Amy. Let's let's do one more, and then and when Katie's done talking, I'll have her do 2 more. Or 1 more, because we're going to do 3. 581908. 581908. Is that you, Michelle? Okay, do you want catalogs, fab wrap, business supplies? Amy brought business supplies, a journal, a dry erase board, lunchbox. The business supplies, do you want Amy's or mine? Hers has Blitz cards and a box and catalogs, and mine has fab wrap and catalogs. Hers? Okay. Yeah, hers is cooler. I see how it is. Pass that back. Okay, and then super quickly, because I'm getting booted off the microphone here, I have to show you this super quick. I think we got to be out here in 10 minutes. So, couple books I want you guys to write down. Or seriously, these are like under $10 that are just going to change your business. This is called The 4-Year Career. This is amazing. I love this book. I'm almost done reading it. I just bought it on Amazon. I think it was like $4.90. So super, super good book. I can't get into them right now, but I just want to give you some titles. This one makes me cry. It's called Start With Why. So your why. It's really, really good about for yourself, but also to pump up your team. And then this one, if you're getting a bigger downline, or if you're full on, all in, even if you don't have a downline, but you know you will, this one's really, really good. The Power of Layered Leadership. And it's by Bob Goshen. And that one's really good too. So just wanted to kind of give you some good books of what I'm reading right now that's helping me a lot. Okay.
Okay, this is super nerve-wracking, so I'm glad I got cut down to little to none. But, so I'm changing completely what I was going to talk to you guys about tonight, and instead I'm going to talk to you guys about why we're doing this and give us just a little bit of a pump-up motivation moment. We all have our whys of why we're doing this. I'm doing this because I was so tired of doing the paycheck to paycheck. We have a nice house, we have a nice car, we kind of have what we feel like is good enough right now, but every month we were hitting 0. We were hitting 0 every single month, and there was nothing extra to do for our kids. And my son just turned 4, and he's gonna be 5 soon. And for us, it was really, really important to do private school. We really wanted to do private school for our son, but we can't see that in the image. So that was my initial why. I just want to be able to do private school for my son when he starts kindergarten. That was my why. It sounds silly, sounds unimportant maybe to most of you, but everyone has their why. So that is one thing that inspires us when we're down. But a bigger why is the people that you're helping. And remembering that when you're scared to message somebody because you're so scared of that no, you have no idea what you could be doing for them and what you could be changing in their life. When Joy messaged me and I told her no repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly, and when I saw her in person and I told her no, and my husband would kill me and my mom would kill me if I ever signed up for like a network marketing thing, and that all my friends would abandon me, and I told her no, she didn't know that I had been in a really dark depression for a while. That I had been suffering from postpartum and I was too scared to tell people, and I was too scared to get on a medication because I thought that was shameful. And she didn't know that. And when I joined the company, not only did I get inspired by all the positive people around me by being involved in those trainings, that brought me out of my depression, but the products brought me out of my depression. And I also have a friend here that I signed tonight, Crystal, and she had a friend who was like, don't talk to me about it. Don't talk to me about it. Well, she wrote me today and asked me to read this to her. So my dear friend, Crystal Schindler, told me one day that she was really excited about this opportunity to earn some extra cash. And when she told me about it, I was really excited for her, and I asked her to tell me when she learned about the business, and she did, because that's what friends do, right? So she brought me a sample of the greens, and I have to tell you that my life has forever been changed. I'm not trying to be dramatic. I am not even playing with you guys. Forever changed. I've been a coffee drinker since I was in high school, living in the Pacific Northwest, had become a Starbucks junkie, which is not uncommon here, but the only problem with this is that I was drinking brewed coffee at home, drinking quad Americanos or lattes at least twice a day, and spending at least $6 every day on coffee. I tried to quit once or twice to save money, but I couldn't find the energy. I needed it in the afternoon to get through my day. You see, I'm a massage therapist. My clients rely on me to help them not fall asleep during their massages. So I knew that I needed the help. So So I tried several different energy drinks with other solutions, but nothing worked. When I tried greens for the first time, I knew that my life had changed and Crystal was onto something big with this company. I told her that day that my energy level had already gone up. And I didn't drink any coffee. It felt like I actually had energy, and I can't remember ever feeling like this ever. Crystal explained to me that the greens had over 8 fruits and vegetables, ingredients to detoxify, alkalize, promote good pH in my body, a probiotic for digestive health, and an acidity-fighting ingredients with magnesium and potassium. What? I told her, why aren't you telling everybody about this? You have to tell everybody about it. Why don't you tell more people? This is a life changer, and it has already changed me after one serving. She doesn't go on to say this, but I know this backstory from hearing Crystal. At that point, she said to her, you should sell it too. And she said, don't ever talk to me about selling it. Hang on to that one.
Well, yeah, watch this.
Yeah. So over the next month, she explained to Crystal that her physical symptoms that she had been experiencing had all cleared up. Even the ones that she had been living with and suffering with her entire life and never knew any different. She had ADD, and she wouldn't take medication for it, but she's learned to cope with it and use several methods to help with the symptoms, such as trouble organizing her thoughts. I had low energy my whole life, and now with the greens, I don't. My skin is softer, my brain is awake all day, my mood is lighter. My lifetime stuffy nose has cleared up, and I don't even have allergies, so who knows what that was all about. She said I should probably explain all of this, that she eats healthy, other than this coffee habit, she goes on and on and on and on and on, and it's all amazing about how these things have changed it. She said she had no idea that her body needed greens from It Works. Not only that, she's using wraps that make her feel nice, and they help her to feel like she's taking care of her body. They make her skin feel firmer and softer, like a spa treatment. For her, doing something for herself does translate into helping other people. And that's really what life is all about. It's about helping others. She'll forever be grateful to her friend Crystal for speaking up and telling her about this business. And that's what she was excited about. If she didn't say anything, she would be at work wishing that Starbucks delivered, thank God. Signed, Jessica Cortez. P.S. I broke up with Starbucks and fell in love with It Works. And she signed up as a DT last week. So there's a reason why we do this, because that's a big deal. And we all know that we like our products and they're good and that they've been fabulous for us. But seriously, it does change people's lives, whether it be from the business end or the health end, and we have to remember that. So I'm going to let Bill wrap it up, and I'm going to draw one ticket before I do. 581936. Woohoo! What would you like delivered? Journal.
Alright, so I'm going to go really fast because we all have to, as soon as I get done talking, pick up our stuff and run out of the building like it's on fire, alright? Yes, alright, everybody's with me, it's fire drill as soon as I'm done. How many people in here want to succeed in this business? I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. One more time? Alright. So I want to remind you, first of all, that this business is like a marathon. There's a finish line. Whatever your goal is, that finish line exists. And the only way you're not going to get there is if you quit. I don't care if you stop, take a break, get some water, whatever. I don't care if you run, you jog, you walk, you crawl. I don't care how you get there, but don't quit. Focus on the goal and keep working there, whether it's 5 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, 2 hours a day, or 8 hours a day. Whatever you're doing, just don't quit. You'll get there. It's really, 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 really simple. It's 3 steps. 1, join the party, run an auto ship, right? We run an auto ship, first of all, because we want to be a product of the product. It's the law. We want to be an example to the rest of our team. And it's 20% of step 2, which is get 400, which is 4 LCs. 4 LCs is 80 VV a piece. 4 of them is 320 plus your 80 makes 400. 4 LCs, second step, the hardest of the 3 simple steps. But once you've got that down, once you've learned how to get a customer, you will succeed at this business because you only have to have 4. You can help other people by giving them customers like we talked about placement today. You can replace your own people that disappear. You can incentivize somebody else to get working because I'm going to match you because I get customers all the time. Or you can just simply say to your best friend or whoever, I'm successful in this business because I get my steps of success done. All it takes is to get 4 customers. Let me show you how I did it. Right? So once you've got that Get customers part down. Once you've learned how to do that, and there's a million ways to do it, teach somebody else. Again, it's really super simple. The number one way to get customers is to wrap people. Right? Wrap, repeat, wrap, repeat, wrap, repeat. They'll get results, they'll sign up as customers. Invite them however you want to do it. Remember, it's about planting seeds. This is a long journey. Keep throwing out the seeds, whether that's posting on Facebook, blitzing, whatever you want to do. Keep planting those seeds, but remember, you got to follow up. We talked about she talked about having notes and stuff that she keeps on every customer. You guys should have the same sort of thing. Some people have just a list and they got really great memories of these 100 people that they want to keep track of at regular intervals. Instead, what I like to do is have a notebook sheet of paper and a 3-ring binder that's alphabetically organized, so I can write a page on college ruled sheet of paper. This is who I talked to, when I talked to them, when I'm going to follow up with them, what we talked about, and what I think of that, how I'm going to continue this conversation. Put it in that book and keep after it, and follow up as you're supposed to with those customers, and the ones that need solutions, that you have solutions for, will eventually take those solutions. Remember to attract and not sell. Somebody said that earlier. I think that's the way Paisley was talking about. She puts exclamation points, she puts emojis in there. She doesn't say, hey, I got a great product, it's $29, buy it. This is what it's doing for me. This is what it's doing for my friends. This is how great it is. It's amazing. Use positive words, things like that. And talk about things in an attractive way instead of trying to sell somebody because nobody likes a salesman. Use your story to do that. Wherever your story is. I just met this person. She had great results with this wrap. It is totally awesome. We should go do this. If that's your story and that's all you got, use it. If not, if you're using the products and you're meeting people and you're helping people, use that story too. That's the kind of things that people want to see. Best way to open a conversation is to ask a question. Be genuinely interested in people. They'll have conversations with you. Ask a question, they'll respond. Compliment them, they'll pay attention. Be genuinely appreciative of what they are. Tell a person, hey, I really value your opinion. You're a great friend of mine and I value your opinion. I'd like you to try this product for 90 days and give you a feedback on what you think of it because your opinion matters to you. They're important now. And you've given them something to live up to an opinion that they're going to give you. Right? If you get stuck and you don't know what to talk about, you can always use the FORM method. F-O-R-M, that's family, occupation, recreation, and material goals. People want to talk about stuff. Ask them questions about those things if you don't have other things already in mind, right? That's a good one, FORM. Just follow that. As you listen, and the more questions you ask, the more problems that you will find that they have, the more solutions you can provide. So keep notes. And it's not always about selling them at the end of the conversation. You can come back 2 days later. I was thinking about that conversation we had. And this product that I got, that I just learned about, that I just heard about today, or whatever, would be perfect for you. Would you like to have these kind of things going on? And they'll say, well, yes, I do, or no, I won't. And if they tell you no, the funny thing is, if you say nothing after, you give them time, they'll tell you why. Because everybody feels guilty when they reject somebody. They'll tell you what the thing is.
The F is friends.
Friends? No, family, sorry. Family, occupation, recreation, and material goals. FORM. Because amongst that conversation, you will find problems that you can make solutions to. Biggest thing you need to know is that you're in business. We talked about building your own business today. If you're in business, you'll, number one, you will be just like the guy down the street. You will recognize that you have your own McDonald's. You have a whole warehouse of 1 million products, and the quicker you get them out there, the quicker you're going to make money. The only thing is you have low overhead. You really don't have to spend about $80 to $100 a month, really. It's the lowest overhead out there. No guy with a McDonald's or any of these other businesses have that. Your employees, which are going to be your DTs, they work for free because they get paid commissions. Where else can you find a business like that? That is a super point. I've got my own business, $1 million worth of inventory I can sell. I can get all the employees I want and never have to pay them anything because they get commission. Right? It's an awesome opportunity. Remember to provide solutions. If you're in business, number one, you're in uniform when you're out. I get more people that ask me about the company when I'm out in uniform than I ever could get if I was trying to approach them. If you're in business, you're putting that word out. You're handing out the blitz cards as thank yous. Here, thank you for that great service. Here's a $5 coupon for you. Or you're posting on Facebook. This great thing happened to me. But you're telling people that you're in business and that you've got things that you're handing out. And with that, the only thing that was left to say here, be exciting, engaged, use their imagination. What would you do with $600? What would you do if you lost inches? Somebody over here, relate, don't debate. When they have an objection, relate. Feel, felt, found. Feel, felt, found. I know how you feel. I can understand how you could feel. This is a busy business, whatever. I felt just like you when I got into it. My friend felt just like you, whatever. I have found, though, that I just incorporate it in my life, and everywhere I go, I just hand out a coupon. I just wear my uniform, people talk to me. I don't spend any extra time. I play on Facebook like I normally do, and I post a couple things about it. It works. It doesn't take me any extra time. I know how you feel, I understand that. I felt the same way, but I found this instead, all right? With that, you got people that aren't working very good. They say, you're not sponsoring people under me. Instead of feeding them, teach them to fish. Better yet, take them out in the boat with you. When you go out on a date, go to coffee, go get your pedicure, hand out 3 or 4 blitz cards, show them how easy it is. Invite them to an event you're doing, a party you're doing. Do it with them. Be their second hand. With that, one last thing. Somebody said something about free earlier. Everybody wants it for free. We give this stuff away for free. You have a party, I'll give you a free wrap. You become an LC customer, I'll get you a whole bunch of perk points. We've got an LC referral program. Every time you refer one of your friends that I don't know into the program, you get a free box of wraps. You want free stuff, I'll get you free stuff. If they want for free,
That's good.
give it to them. We got all kinds of free, we got perk points, we got all kinds of stuff. It's easy. I mean, it's simple, it's not easy. You do have to do the work, right? It's simple, not easy. It's 3 steps, and we just wrap people and provide solutions. So go spread some hope.